Howdy folks, Bairdos here with, my first impressions on At the Gates. So this is something I recently got a code for from the wonderful people over at Terminals. Well, many thanks to them for that. It is by a gentleman called Jon Shafer, who the main guy behind Civ 5. So you know kind of what you're getting from it, but it's just kind of... There's a whole lot different here, as you can already see from what's going on in the background. In the background right now is my very first sampling of the game. What you get is you get dumped within a place on the map. You got a bunch of clans who all have their own little quirks. Quirks is what I'll say. Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. Some of them will instantly clash with other people or other clans. You just have to deal with it. In your first few games, apparently, you will be dumped in a nice place. Later such games are not going to be as nice. The good thing is you can actually move your settlement. You're not set in stone where you're located. So, what you can see once Clan Sorrel buggers off around us, you can see that you actually have tiles on the map that have special parts to them. You've got animals on one, wheat on another, mines on another, but sometimes you need to identify this stuff. It's not quite as simple as in Civilization where it's just, there's wine there, there's grapes there. You get the gist. So yeah, if you're not in a good position, you need to move. That's something I learned quickly. You really can end up putting yourself in a bad place after an hour or so of playing, to the point where you are lagging quite a lot behind, or at least it looks that way. So yeah, it's quite unforgiving in that sense. However, you can turn it around. I did manage to turn it around in my game that I played about 3 hours of. So it is possible, but requires a lot of fixing. So what you're best focusing on is looking at what you have in your surroundings, whether it's plentiful, and if it is, sorting your clans out in professions that will best exploit, that's the word I'm looking for, exploit the resources around you. This is something I certainly did not do in my game, so it led to me not really enjoying all that much. Now this is definitely something you're either going to like or you're not going to. It is very much a Marmite thing, I reckon. It's not something you're going to be able to just go, yeah, it's alright, and kind of stumble through. You're either going to really like the changes that have been made from the usual 4X sort of trope, or you're not. There's a lot to do here. And in my 3 hours I had a total of 2 fights with an actual warrior in my force, and my 2 explorers were killed by bandits, because your explorers just can't do anything. That being said, straight off the bat I went, I need explorers, I need to explore the map. That doesn't really seem to be the best way to go. You don't really want to waste 2 of your clan slots on explorers, or at least it didn't work out very well for me. But when that explorer profession dies, that's that clan gone. So yeah, you really need to be picky with where you go and get them the hell out of Dodge if there's any bandits kicking about. But yeah, it's, like I said, I did play about 3 hours of it. After about 2, because of how I played, I wasn't really that into it. By the 3rd hour I could see potentially me enjoying it if I actually started it well, focused on what was around me. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are just going to end up playing for so many hours, their first playthrough, and they're going to make so many mistakes, and it's just not going to work for them, and thus they're going to decide, no, it's not for me. However, as of release, there should be a tutorial of some kind. Pre-release did not have this, it just had all of the help text that you can get, and there's a hell of a lot of that. That's something that there is ample of. But yeah, there should be there was one of the wee tooltip boxes popped up saying that there would be some sort of step-by-step, so I still need to go through that because it's not quite released yet. But I will be doing that, and I will have that up on the channel as well, I reckon. But yeah, certainly first 3 hours can't do a review. That would be unfair. Not me like at all. But certainly first impressions, it's a deep game. There's a lot to get into here. Yeah. You could spend a lot of time playing this. In my 3 hours I managed to get 4 years into the game. Now there's 24 turns in a year. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to this. But my only proper gripe with the game, that hopefully has been alleviated for release, is the loading time at the end of your turn. It's a bit jittery. As soon as you hit end turn, that's it. You lose control of your mouse for potentially 5 seconds. And this is on my SSD, so it's not as if it's that's the issue, or that it's on an HDD. So I'm not sure where the issue there lies, but certainly that was my only issue, and that did eat up a bit of time. But yeah, I can see me after the step-by-step potentially playing more of this. The whole job system or profession system is pretty good. The whole clan system, I enjoy that, how they've all got their different quirks. It really does work. It's annoying when you get the opposite of clan rude, and people, like 3 clans in a row, do not want to be agriculturists, and that's exactly what you need for that food. I mean, I could have sent a hunter to go after those horses, but we don't want to kill no horses. Not when there's wheat and honey around. So yeah, it's definitely not something you can just absent-mindedly play. You do that, you're going to end up in a bad place. Obviously, I've not said anything about what the actual goal of the game is or anything like that. I reckon if you're here, you know about that. My channel's small. I don't imagine anyone's here just as a random. It's a 4X game, and it's really deep. I know I've said that multiple times, but yeah, there's a lot to get into here. The professions certainly is a hell of a lot more in depth than anything that I've seen in a 4X for a while. But yeah, I reckon there's a lot of people that will enjoy this. The diplomacy stuff was a bit... I mean, Clovis ended up saying something that made me think they were going to war with me, and nope, no message about war. They just said something very not nice to me about wanting to end me or something, and that was it. That was it. So yeah, one thing, you start off with just the one clan that you can go, or the one race? No, not race. One set of people that you can go. Well, you had to go the Goths. Sorry. To be able to go the other people, you, like, for me, I wanted to go the Picts because, you know, Scottish. To be able to go them, you either need to make an alliance with them in game or conquer their capital, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool way to go about it. So that you can't just go, oh, I want to go them from the get go. Yeah. Each of them have different starting benefits. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. There's different religions in the game. But yeah, like that. As far as first impressions go, I think I've got the gist of mine out there. Like I said, 2 hours in, I'd had about enough because of how I was playing, and it was down to my bad playing, entirely down to my bad playing. 3 hours in, I righted that ship. I was enjoying it a bit more. I still personally think I might be, and this isn't a knock on the quality or anything like that, this is just personal preference. My 4X game of choice would still be Stellaris, because they're space. But like I said, I can certainly see a lot of people enjoying this. So yeah, let me know if this is something that looks like it's up your alley. Obviously each profession has different benefits. Some of them you don't get units on the map for, but yeah, certainly one to keep an eye on if you're into 4X games. I'm sure there'll be proper reviews out by now, but that's not something I've had the time to potentially get into with all the usual stuff that goes on in the Bairdos life. I'll not get into that, but yeah, I hope this has at least shed some light on the game, and I'll certainly be putting some more hours into it. We'll see how far it goes from there. I liked this person. She was all eager to do stuff, all outdoorsy and stuff. The art's pretty cool. I do like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that'll do it for this first impressions video. So for now, I've been Bairdos. This has been Jon Shafer's At the Gates. You take it easy, have a good day. Adios.